Have you ever been stuck trying to find a plumber to fix a burst geyser or blocked pipe? Well, you no longer need to trawl through the internet or flip through telephone books or old community newspapers to find someone to find your electric gate or even install your Dstv. Joining us to tell us more about this Uber for handymen is Francois Briers. He's the founder of the HelpOut app. Francois, thanks so much for joining us. Do tell us, how does it work, this HelpOut app?
Well, thanks for inviting me to me. The HelpOut app, basically, it's a lifestyle app, and it connects local businesses to local customers in the area using geolocation technology, and it connects them in real time. So, to give you an example, if there's a, you've got a burst geyser, like you said earlier, and you don't have a lot of time to sort out the problem. So, if you go on the app, it could basically show you that there's an electrician just down the road, or there might be one next door. Instead of trawling the internet and finding someone in Joburg, but they're 40 minutes away. So that's basically to save time, and for the plumbers on their side, it's also more efficient to service people in the local area than traveling long distances between clients.
So we spoke about a burst geyser. What other service providers does it connect consumers with?
So basically, to test the market out, we've identified the main ones that people normally use for home or business. So we've got electricians, plumbers, we've got handyman. Also your Dstv, a lot of people have problems with Dstv and can't go without that. So we've also then got a garage and gate repair and alarm systems.
How do you vet these service providers? Because I'm thinking like it's on Uber for handymen. For Uber, we knew that there was a process that goes through, so the driver that you're getting. And for service providers, how do you vet that process?
Basically, with the launch of the app, we invited a lot of the service providers were invited onto the app. So with that, we did a vetting process. Obviously, we invited the trustworthy, the well-known brands that people are familiar with. And then anybody that's downloaded it themselves and added themselves on, we normally, on a daily basis, can see all the new service providers that added themselves. And we have a process where we vet them, check their websites out, the contact details, make sure the certificates are in place and so on.
How do you make money out of this? At the end of the day, it's about making money too, so how do you do it?
So to launch the app initially, obviously to test the market, the app's free to download. It'll always be free for customers' use. We've invited all the suppliers on board to test it out for a few months. So we haven't started charging yet, but in future, obviously, we would probably just charge a monthly subscription. But until all the service providers are happy and it's working well, it's free to test out for now.
Free to test out, and so you say in future you will be looking at charging. In the testing phase that you've been busy with for the last couple of months, have you been seeing an increment? I mean, just walk us through some of the processes. I'm sure you've had to, make a couple of adjustments, what's working, what isn't. Talk to us about this.
Yeah, since the initial version of the app, we've updated quite a lot, seeing what people like and making the app more user-friendly. And also keeping with the latest trends, the look of the app is changing all the time. We're actually launching...
Just to come in, can you use it on any cell phone? Is it quite specific on which cell phones you're able to get it on?
Oh no, it's basically we've produced the app for the Android market. So most phones, 90% of the phones are Android, and then also for the iPhone market. Unfortunately, we haven't got it for Microsoft, but in later stages we might produce it for that as well.
You were still telling us the story about the kind of changes that you're...
So yes, I mean we constantly updating the app with the latest trends and so on. We've made the app more user-friendly than it was originally. I think it's now literally three touches of a button to actually request a plumber. With a new version of the app coming out in May, hopefully, it actually broadcasts to all the plumbers in your area, so you make a response even faster. Whereas you could previously just choose the closest guy to you. But with the broadcast feature that's coming out, that'll hopefully even better the process even more.
Do they have service ratings? I'm thinking again.
We're adding service ratings as well. Yes. That's something we don't currently have on. We're going to add service ratings. And there's also a new feature that we're adding called our HelpOut Loyalty. For the stores to get repeat business, we've got a loyalty. It's a virtual loyalty app that we're going to add to the HelpOut app. Yeah.
And how did you come about this? I mean, just to go back on the example of Uber, were you just sitting, thinking, and thought, wow.
Yeah, so originally I was actually... I think I had guests coming over, and the kitchen light broke that afternoon, and I urgently needed an electrician. So, you Google normally. So I went on Google, typed in, I live in Pretoria area, so, electricians Pretoria. Got hold of the guy, said it's urgent. He says, well, he's about 50 minutes away. In traffic might be an hour. So, yeah, when I got off the phone with him, a previous guy that actually phoned, didn't answer his phone, called back. And he was like, oh no, he's about 5 minutes away. And I felt too bad to call the other guy back and say, no, don't come anymore, because he had to make his way all the way through traffic. And you know, I was thinking, I wish I knew that this guy was so close by.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's sort of how the app or the idea sparked.
Have you seen this in other parts of the world? I mean, I would assume, I haven't heard of this before until today, so I'm not sure if this is a first for South Africa, if it's something that you've seen already in the market.
No, from studies we've done, we haven't picked up, except for Uber that's done that with the taxis. Yeah, we haven't today seen like local businesses being able to have a feature like an app that helps them to do exactly that. So it's definitely new in the market.
Francois, best of luck with this. I definitely want to have you back so you can tell us how it's going. This has been an interesting one, and it's really nice to know that finally now I don't have to go on Google. I can just get it on my phone. That was Francois Briers. He's the founder of the HelpOut app.